Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Laia and welcome to WOW Tampa, sponsored by T-Mobile. This is for the Weekend of Wellness. That's what WOW stands for. And we are at the stunningly beautiful Hillsborough River State Park. I actually live down the road and I had never been here before. So I'm super stoked to be here with all of you. And to register, make sure that you go to wowmbs.com/Tampa, and you can register for all the other events. You can win $500 in gift cards, and there's also a QR code that's going to be in the video during the class that you can just snap and just get signed up for other events. So let's get started. As you can see, I have a water bottle next to me, a super fancy T-Mobile water bottle. So make sure that you have some water with you. And I also have a towel and a yoga mat. However, you don't actually need any of these things. So if you start to find yourself finding excuses or reasons to turn the video off, keep it on, and let's practice some yoga. This is an all levels yoga class, and do whatever feels good to you. Leave the rest, and if you can, don't take yourself too seriously. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position, and take a moment to roll your shoulders up, back, and all the way down. And just close your eyes. Allow your hands to rest on your lap or your knees. And just give yourself a moment to make yourself as comfortable as possible. Maybe you readjust the sit bones. And wherever you are, find yourself present. Notice your legs resting on the floor. And take a moment to listen to the sounds around you. Maybe you're lucky enough to be outdoors right now. Maybe you're lucky enough to be at a beautiful park. But whatever you are, listen. What is the furthest sound from you? It may be a car, or people, or birds, or the sound of the river. And slowly bring your awareness closer and closer to sounds, maybe in your home. Maybe in the room that you're in. And eventually, start to listen to the sound of your own breath. Gentle and present and natural. And as you start to connect to the breath, notice the temperature of your body. And start to bring your attention inward. Notice the rhythm of your heartbeat. The sensations, maybe some parts of your body feel open and good. And some others may feel uncomfortable or even painful. Can you allow all those sensations to simply be as they are? And start to connect to your breath deeper and deeper. Every time you inhale, fill up the belly, rib cage and chest expand. And as you exhale, soften and release the energy down, down, down into the earth. Inhale, expand, front to back, side to side, top to bottom. And exhale, release. Take one more breath like that. Full deep breath in, expand. And let it go. Keep your hands on your knees, or if you'd like to, bring one hand to your heart and the other to your belly. And take a moment to ask yourself what it is that brought you to practice today. Create an intention for your practice. What would you like to create? How do you want to feel? Maybe what you want to release. Take a full deep breath in through the nose. And open the mouth and sigh it out. Release the hands back onto your knees. And open your eyes. And just give yourself a moment to do absolutely nothing. There's no need to move or to do anything at all. Simply give yourself permission to be. And at your own pace, whenever you start to feel ready, start to take your right ear toward the right shoulder. Maybe take your right hand over the left ear and create a little more sensation. Feel free to move your neck forward and back. And slowly come back to center, release your right arm, take a full deep breath in. And as you exhale, take your left ear toward the left shoulder, and maybe take your left hand over the right ear. And again, just find a little more space here from the ear to the shoulder. Not a lot of pressure. And maybe move forward and back. One more breath. Slowly release. Take both hands back to the knees. Now inhale, lift the chest up, find some expansion through the chest. And as you exhale, take your elbows wide, round the spine, gaze down to the navel. Again, inhale, lift up, open up, squeeze the back body. And exhale, round. One more just like that. Inhale, lift, open up. And exhale, round the spine. Come back into a long spine. Inhale, reach both arms all the way up. Palms connect overhead. Exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart. Now as you inhale, send your arms forward and wide. Lift the chest up. And exhale, take your arms forward, round the spine and gaze to the navel. Continue this movement here. Inhale, open up, lift, lengthen, expand. Exhale, round. Let this movement be fluid. Last one, inhale, open up. And exhale, round. Unite the palms here. Inhale, take both arms overhead. And as you exhale, take your left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind you. Find a little more length as you inhale. And as you exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Relax the shoulders, spine long. And breathe. Notice if the twist makes your breath become constricted. Soften through the twist a little bit. One more breath. Come back to center. Inhale, take both arms all the way up. And exhale, twist to the other side. Spine long. Open through the collarbones. And elongate the crown of the head up toward the sky. One more breath. Slowly come back to center. Inhale, take both arms all the way up. And as you exhale, take the hands back down and either surrender one hip toward the floor and make your way toward tabletop, or maybe you just roll forward into tabletop. However, feels good to your body. Now come into tabletop. So spread your fingers really wide and place your hands directly under the shoulders. Bring your knees about hips distance apart and grip through the fingertips. Maybe if you're lucky enough to be on an uneven ground like myself, you can even kind of dig your fingertips into the ground a little. Otherwise, just dig them into the mat so you really support yourself here. And start to take nice big circles with the hips around the knees. And this does not need to look in any particular way. Just do any movement that feels good. Maybe you want to pause somewhere and give one side some extra attention. But wherever you are, start to connect your breath and your movement to the best of your ability. One more breath. Now pause at the center, take a full deep breath in, and as you exhale, start to take the circles the other direction. Notice the weight of the body switching from one hand to the other, and from one leg to the other. One more breath. Come back to center. Now as you inhale, start to tuck your toes underneath and shift your weight back toward the heels. Send your hips down as much as possible and relax the shoulders down. So you start to stretch through the soles of the feet here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And maybe you stay here if this is enough sensation for today. If you want to find some more, bring the hands in toward you and rest your hands on your lap. You can close the eyes here. Keep the spine long. And if you start to notice that the sensation intensifies, that's okay, me too. Breathe. Let the shoulders relax down the back. And just rejoice in the experience. If you find yourself deeming it as good or bad, maybe just let the experience be what it is. One more breath, inhale. And as you exhale, slide the hands back down to the floor, shift the weight off of the toes, and roll your ankles a couple of times here to release the sensation. And then roll them the other way. Lovely. Tuck your toes under again. Take your hands about a handprint forward. And on your inhale, start to lift your knees off the ground. Make your way into downward dog. Take a moment to bend the knees deeply. Take the belly toward the thighs and relax your head fully. You can stay here, or if you'd like, start to pedal out your legs. And whatever you choose to do it because it feels good and because you want to. One more breath. Now bend both knees, and as you inhale, look to the top of your mat. And as you exhale, start to walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Bring your feet parallel to one another. Spread the fingers or the toes wide and rest them all the way down to the floor. Bring your hands to your shins, and as you inhale, lengthen your spine halfway. Send your sit bones back and the crown of the head forward. And as you exhale, fold over the legs, bend the knees deeply until your belly connects to the thighs, and relax your head down. You can stay here with the fingertips toward the ground, or if you rather, grab opposite elbows and give your spine some more space to release tension. Maybe you can sway side to side if that feels good. And let your head be heavy toward the earth. 2 more breaths. Last one. Release your elbows, press into both feet. Inhale. Take your arms out and all the way up. Unite the palms overhead. And as you exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart and close your eyes. Take a moment to notice your feet. Lift the toes, spread them wide and ground them again. And feel all 4 corners of both feet grounded, solid, and strong, supporting you. Feel the muscles of your legs also strong and supportive. And allow your breath to get deeper and more even. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Open your eyes. Release your arms. Inhale. Reach both arms all the way out and up. Unite the palms overhead. Exhale. Fold all the way forward. Take the hands toward the earth. Bend the knees as much as you want to. Relax the head down. Now bend into your right knee. Keep your right hand in front of you. Inhale, start to peel your left arm up. Maybe you bring the hand to the hip and take your left shoulder back as much as possible here, so you find expansion from one collarbone to the other. You can totally stay here. If you want a little bit more, start to stretch your left arm up toward the sky. And again, if you notice that the breath becomes rapid or inconsistent, bring your hand back down. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, take your left hand back down toward the earth. Bend into the left knee. And as you inhale, right hand to the hip and rotate toward the right side. Stay here or lengthen your right arm up. Expand. Breathe fully. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, take your right hand back down toward the earth. Fold forward over both legs. Now inhale, lift your chest halfway. Fingertips may be on the ground or on the shins. Exhale, step your left foot all the way back and lower your left knee to the ground. Take a moment to stack your right knee and your right ankle over each other and draw your right hip bone back here. You can totally stay. If you want to go a little deeper, take both hands over your right thigh, and as you inhale, lift the chest away from the thigh. Send both hips forward and relax the shoulders down the back. You can stay, or as you inhale, reach both arms all the way up toward the sky. Exhale, soften through the shoulders, lift the chest higher. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Now exhale, allow the arms to melt open. Take them wide toward the back. Inhale, scoop both arms forward and all the way up. Exhale, open the arms wide, lift the chest and open up. 1 more. Inhale, scoop both arms all the way up. And exhale, open up. Now frame your right foot. Lift your left knee. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, take your left foot forward to meet the right at the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold forward. Relax your head down. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, take your right foot all the way back this time. Lower the right knee down to the floor. And again, stack your left knee and ankle over each other as much as possible. Take both hands over your left thigh, and as you inhale, lift the chest away from the thigh. Exhale, send both hips slightly forward. Relax the shoulders down. And start to lift your arms up whenever you're ready. Take a full deep breath in. And exhale, settle into the posture. Notice what sensations you find here. Maybe you feel wobbly, that's totally okay. But you can also walk your left foot out to the left a little more. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale, melt your arms open, lift the chest. Inhale, arms forward, scoop them all the way up. Exhale, open up, melt open. One more inhale, arms rise all the way up. And exhale, open up. Frame your left foot. Lift your right knee off the ground, deep breath in. Exhale, step your right foot forward to meet your left. Hands to shins, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, soften the knees, head relaxes down. Press into both feet, inhale, reach both arms all the way out and up. Unite the palms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart. Close your eyes. And just check in with yourself. Notice how you feel. Remember your intention and what brought you to practice today. Allow yourself to feel whatever it is that needs to be felt. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Open your eyes, inhale, take both arms out and up. Press the hips slightly forward as you gaze up toward the sky or the ceiling. And as you exhale, fold all the way forward, hands to the ground, head relaxes down. Inhale, lift halfway. Now plant both hands to the floor, step both feet all the way back here, and find a plank. Lower the knees to the floor. This is maybe the first plank you've taken all day, so be kind to yourself. Reach forward through the crown of the head, and start to rotate the inner elbows forward here. Take a full deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower yourself down halfway. Keep your elbows and your shoulders level. Now inhale, press yourself back up. Beautiful. And exhale. This time lower all the way down to your belly. Point your toes back and take your hands directly under the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows back toward your rib cage. Press the toenails onto the earth and engage your core. As you inhale, start to peel your chest off of the ground. And maybe you think the chest should lift super high. That's not necessary. Simply engage the back body, open through the collarbones, and find some more length. Exhale, lower down to the ground. Slide the hands a little further back, press into the finger pads. Inhale again, lift up any amount. Maybe you go a little higher this time. Squeeze the back body. Exhale, lower down. Take the hands maybe even further back if you'd like. Inhale, press up. Maybe this time the arms lengthen and your hips lift off the ground. Send your tailbone down toward the floor, open through the collarbones. And as you exhale, start to shift your hips up and back, curl the toes under, and come back into downward facing dog. Take a moment to readjust the posture to whatever feels good in your body. Pedal out if that feels good, or find stillness. 2 more breaths. Last one. Inhale, bend both knees. Look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold forward, relax your head. Press into your feet, inhale, root to rise, take both arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. Full deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Inhale, lift both arms overhead, find some more expansion and length. Exhale, fold forward. Press into your hands, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time step your left foot back. Keep your left knee off the ground if that is supportive for you. And again, stack your right knee and ankle over each other. Reach the left heel back, crown of the head forward. Engage your core. And inhale, start to reach both arms all the way up. Take a moment to find your balance. Maybe you feel that your feet are kind of in a tight rope and you feel really wobbly. It might be super fun, but you can also walk your right foot out and find more of a stance on train tracks. Take a full deep breath in as your chest lifts. Exhale, bend the elbows and take them back. Find cactus arms, expand your chest. Inhale, lengthen both arms up, palms face each other. Exhale, palms face forward, bend the elbows, lift the chest. One more, inhale. And exhale, bend the elbows. Stay here, full deep breath in. Exhale, frame your right foot. Now scoop your right leg up and back. Find a three-legged dog. Reach your right heel up toward the sky and point your right pinky down to the floor. Grip through the fingertips, deep breath in. And exhale, take your right foot to meet the left in downward dog. Deep breath in through the nose, fill up the lungs. And side out. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. And exhale, walk or hop to the top of your mat, whatever feels good to you. Bring both hands to the shins. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Press into your feet. Inhale, root, rise up, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands at heart center. Take one cycle of breath here as you find yourself grounded and present again. Open your eyes. If you close them, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, right foot back. Find your stance again. Notice what your feet are standing like and does it support you. Engage your core. Inhale, send both arms all the way up. Exhale, bend into the left knee a little more. Find a deeper stretch through the right side of the hip. Take a full deep breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows, palms forward, cactus arm. 2 more like that at your own pace. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. 1 more. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bend the elbows. Stay here, full deep breath in. Exhale, frame your left foot. Now as you inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Find your three-legged dog. Reach up through the left heel. And exhale, take your left foot to meet the right in down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees, make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, fold. Take both arms overhead. Inhale, reach both arms all the way up. And exhale, bring the palms together in front of the heart. Close your eyes and breathe. If you'd like to give your wrist a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can bring the backs of the hands together and roll your shoulders and your elbows down and just stretch through the wrists here. But wherever you are, remember what your intention is. Remember what brought you here. What it is that you need, you want. And give it to yourself. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Again, open the eyes. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, left foot back. Find your stance again. Engage your core. Inhale, send both arms all the way up toward the sky. And as you exhale, bend your elbows just 1 time. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, frame your right foot. Inhale, scoop your right leg up, three-legged dog. And as you exhale again, take your right foot between the hands. If it doesn't get there on its own, you can grab your right ankle and move it forward. Good. Now pivot your left heel parallel to the short edge of your mat. And draw your right hip back toward the left heel. Start to engage the core. And as you inhale, send your left arm all the way up. Take it overhead and around toward the back as you lift your right arm forward. Take a moment here to readjust your feet until you feel nice and solid. Relax the shoulders down, lift the chest. Take a full deep breath in. And on your exhale, maybe bend the right knee a little more to find sensation. Now inhale, stretch your right arm and leg and look up toward the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, take your arms to the horizon, warrior 2. 2 more just like that, follow your own breath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend into warrior 2. 1 more, inhale, extend. And exhale, warrior 2. Stay here and breathe. Recognize the intensity of the posture if it's there, or the softness of it if it's there as well. And consider that those 2 sensations can absolutely coexist. One more breath, inhale. Now exhale, cartwheel both of your hands to the floor and step your left foot forward to the top of the mat to meet the right. Bring your hands to the shins or to the ground, inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, start to rise, take both arms overhead. And as you exhale again, fold forward right away. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your right foot back. Engage your core. Inhale, rise into your high lunge. Start to follow the breath as much as possible. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the chest. Inhale, reach both arms all the way up. Exhale, frame your left foot. Take a moment here to readjust, and as you inhale, scoop your left leg up and back. Three-legged dog, reach high. Exhale, step your left foot between the hands again. This time, pivot your right heel parallel to the short edge of the mat. Draw your left hip back toward the right heel. Take a moment to find your balance, and as you inhale, right arm scoops up and all the way around. Cartwheel the arms. And as you exhale, bend into your warrior two. And as you find your warrior two, again, just take a moment. What is it that your feet are doing? Are you expanding through the hips and the chest? Inhale, lengthen your left leg, extend both arms overhead. Exhale, bend the left knee, take your arms to the horizon, look over your left hand. Stay strong. Inhale, stretch. Use your whole in-breath. Exhale, soften and gaze forward. One more, inhale, stretch up. And exhale, find your warrior two again. Find stillness just for a couple of breaths. Notice what occurs in the mind when stillness happens. Do you find yourself quickly distracted, or can you stay here? One more breath, inhale. Now exhale, cartwheel both hands toward the floor, square your hips, step your right foot forward to meet your left at the top of the mat. Bring both hands to the shins, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise, take your arms out and up. Palms come together overhead. Exhale, hands to heart or backs of the hands together for a wrist stretch, and breathe. And just continue to bring yourself back to center, to what serves you, to your intention. Maintain your focus. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Eyes open, inhale, send both arms all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lift your spine halfway. Plant both hands, now take both feet back. Find your plank pose as you inhale, grip through the fingertips. Now as you exhale, again, you can lower knees, chest, chin as we did before. Or if you rather, shift the weight slightly forward past the wrist and start to lower down super slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hover. And inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a full deep breath in through the nose, find space into the lungs. And let it out through the mouth. Grip through the finger pads, grip through your left foot. Inhale, send your right leg up. Exhale, take your right knee to the nose, shift the weight forward, plant your right foot between the hands. Pivot your left heel to the floor, and again, as you inhale, take your arms all the way up, gaze forward, exhale, bend to the right knee. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend into warrior two. Stay here this time. Inhale, simply stretch your right leg and start to turn your right toes to the long side of the mat. Take both arms behind you. Now inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the heels of the hands together and the back body. And as you exhale, lower halfway down. So send your hips, your tailbone back and the crown of the head forward. Press into the outer edges of the feet and create a really, really long spine here in a way where you could almost put that gorgeous T-Mobile water bottle on my low back and it would stay. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, stay here or continue to fold forward as much as you want. And consider that the better stretch may be found if you soften the knees. So just explore here. What does this posture feel like in your body? What adjustments do you want to make it more yours? And the answer may also be that you release the fingertips and take the hands in front of you. There's no right or wrong. Simply listen to your body and to your intention and do just that. One more breath, inhale. And full exhale. If your arms are bound behind you, bring the hands to the floor in front of you. Inhale, lift halfway. Now as you exhale, start to take your hands toward the left foot, so toward the back of the mat, and turn your left toes to face the short edge of the mat. Inhale, cartwheel your arms up and around. And exhale, find warrior two on this side now. Relax the shoulders, full deep breath in. Exhale, take your left forearm to your left thigh, gently, and reach your right arm up toward the sky. Sink a little bit more into the left knee if you look for more sensation into the left hip. But wherever you go, rotate your left rib cage forward, right rib cage back, and start to gaze up. Feel free to stay here. Or if you want to find a little more sensation, reach your right arm over your right ear and continue to flare out your rib cage on the right side. 2 more breaths. Last one. Inhale, take both arms back to the horizon, gaze over your left hand, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel both hands to the floor. Now step to plank, inhale. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of your choice, cobra or up dog. And exhale, send your hips up and back into down dog. Take a full deep breath in through the nose, fill up the lungs. And let it go. Inhale, lift your left heel up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, take your left knee to the nose, curl forward. Step your left foot between the hands. Pivot your right heel to the floor. And as you inhale, arms cartwheel up and around. Exhale, bend into the left knee for warrior two. Relax the shoulders and breathe. Inhale, stretch your leg and your arms, reach high. Exhale, bend your left knee, arms to the horizon. Now keep the arms where they are. Inhale, lengthen through your left leg. Turn the left toes to the long side of the mat. And again, take your arms behind you or take the hands to the hips, whatever feels best on your body. Inhale, lift the chest high, expand through the front, press evenly through the outer edges of your feet. And exhale, lower halfway. Find the length through the spine first. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, stay or take it further forward if that's what you'd like. Maybe the hands stay interlaced behind the back. Maybe the hands are in front of you on the floor, or you can even bring your your index finger and your middle fingers around your big toes, and then gently take the elbows wide. Relax the head. Consider what your breath is like. Stay connected to it. Stay connected to yourself. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Plant your hands in front of the face. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, start to turn toward the right foot, original front of the mat. Turn your right toes forward and keep your left foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Inhale, take your arm up and around. And exhale, warrior two. Relax the shoulders. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale, take your right forearm to the right thigh, left arm overhead. Draw your right hip back toward the left heel. Lift the chest high. Notice if you're kind of chilling here on your right arm, become a little more buoyant and use your body with strength. Feel free to take your left arm overhead and breathe. Create a nice energetic line from the left heel to the left fingertip. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring both arms to the horizon. Exhale, take your hands together in front of the heart and step your left foot forward to meet the right at the top of the mat. And again, close your eyes. Maybe you take one hand to the heart and the other to the belly. Wherever it takes for you to connect to yourself. Whatever is going on around you is okay. It's part of the experience. Maybe you're in a beautiful setting. Maybe you're not. That's okay. The actual question is, what do you do with the situation you're in? How do you breathe? How do you react? Or how do you leave space before you react? One more breath. Inhale. And full exhale. Open your eyes if you close them. Inhale, send both arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Plant both hands onto the floor, step back to plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale again. Maybe you take your vinyasa, or if you'd like to, this time simply take the knees to the floor and take a couple cat-cows here instead. Just to give the body a moment to soften a little. One more breath. Now if you're in tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and make your way back into down dog. Take a full deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and as you exhale, step your feet to the outside of your hands and turn your toes out to the sides. I'll face forward so you can see better. But simply keep your toes out and your heels in, and start to lower your hips. But instead of going all the way down, just lower halfway. And start to take your arms forward. And maybe just move your hips side to side a little bit here. Relax your shoulders down. And connect to whatever intensity you find. Maybe it feels really gentle and good. Maybe you're like, oh, this is intense. Good. Just know it's information. One more breath. Inhale. Now exhale, press the hands onto the floor, take your heels out, stretch the legs, and fold. Bring your hands to your hips, inhale, root, rise up. Heel to your feet parallel to one another. And find your mountain pose. So feet face your palms forward, shoulders relax, engage the back body, and breathe. 2 more breaths. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Bring your palms together in front of the heart. And take a moment to really, really notice your feet here. We'll go into tree pose since we're in this beautiful forest-like park. Bring the hands toward the hips. And start to shift your weight into your right foot. And lift your left heel. Maybe you stay here if this is challenging for your balance. Wonderful. If you'd like to start to lift your knees, start to lift your foot off the floor. Find your balance. Relax the shoulders. And wherever you are, breathe. Ground strongly into the ball of the right foot and reach the crown of the head up. And maybe this is where you stay. Or start to take your left knee to the left. And you can either place the foot onto the lower leg or the upper leg. And it's tempting to put the foot on the knee. However, when you're 95 years old, it won't be as fun. So either go below or above. Keep your hips squared to the front, lift the chest up. And maybe your hands stay on the hips for support, but you can also consider to take them in front of the heart in order to really bring all the energy toward the center. If you'd like to grow some branches, simply take your arms up. And maybe you find yourself really, really steady here today. Maybe you feel very wobbly, but consider when you go to the park, or to the woods and you look at the trees, is there such a thing as a tree that you're like, well, that one's ugly, or that one's not worthy? At least in my case, I don't ever find myself saying that. So consider that whatever tree you're in is perfect. 2 more breaths. Last one, deep breath in. And as you exhale, release your arms, release your foot, shake it out if you'd like. And we'll switch sides now. So start to shift your weight into your left foot. Bring the hands to the hips. And start to lift your right heel off the floor. Maybe this is where you stay again. Or if you want to play with a little bit more balance, start to lift your right toes off the floor. Send your knee forward and engage the core. As you start to root down through the left heel and reach up to the crown of the head. Stay or open your right knee to the right. Plant the foot anywhere along the leg except for the knee. And bring the hands to the hips. Stay here and breathe, or find any other variation that serves you. If you feel really steady today, I invite you to close one eye or both. And if you find yourself thinking, well, I shouldn't because I may fall, what else in your life do you know you could do something and you don't do it because you could fall? Take 2 more breaths here. Last one. And as you're ready, release and shake it out. Wonderful. Go back to the top of the mat if you left. Inhale, reach both arms all the way up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, plant both hands, step back to plank. Take a deep breath in and exhale, lower knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra or up dog. And exhale into downward dog. Now inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot between the hands. Engage the core. Inhale, reach both arms all the way up. Now we'll play with the balance. Exhale, take the hands to the heart. Sort of shift your weight into your right foot. Inhale, pick up your left knee. Take a moment to find your balance here. And you can stay. If you rather, start to take your right arm forward, left arm back. And take your left knee to the left. Take a full deep breath in. And as you exhale, soften your right leg. Step your left foot back. Find your warrior two. Flip your right palm. Inhale, reach it forward just a little. Find length through both sides of the body. And as you exhale, take it back. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms to the horizon. Lengthen your front leg. Turn the toes to the long side of the mat. Turn your left toes to the back of the mat. Now keep both legs straight. Reach your left fingertips past the left toes. Exhale, left hand to left leg. Right arm high. Notice here if your upper body is in front of your left leg, walk your left hand higher until you can send your right shoulder behind the left. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, gaze down to your left foot. Take both hands to the floor. Frame your foot. Step to plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Inhale, lift your left leg up. And exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Stay on the ball of the right foot. Inhale, send both arms all the way up toward the sky. Find your balance. Exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart. Sort of shift the weight into the left foot. And as you inhale, take your right knee up. Take a moment here to ground. Relax the shoulders. Lengthen the spine high. Now inhale, start to take your left arm forward, right arm back. Open the right knee out to the right. Soften through your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot back. Find your warrior two. Inhale, flip your left palm, reach past your left toes. Exhale, exalt, take everything up and back. And just breathe. One more breath. Take both arms back to the horizon. Lengthen your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, turn the left toes to the long side of the mat. Turn your right toes forward. Bump your hips back toward the left. Reach your right hand past the toes. Inhale. Exhale. Take your right hand to your right shin. Left arm up toward the sky for triangle. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Expand through the chest. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Frame your right foot. Take your right foot back. Now come into down dog. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, walk your hands back toward your feet. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, start to heel toe your feet a little wider. Toes turn out, heels in. Lower the hips down and find your yogi squat here. Keep your hands together in front of the heart. Lift the chest. And again, maybe you find that there's a lot of discomfort in this posture, or maybe you're really comfortable. Consider that one's not better than the other. It just is. 2 more breaths. Last one, deep breath in. And as you exhale, start to take your hands behind you. And also gracefully, lower your bum down. Good. Now take a moment to bring the soles of the feet together. And take your knees wide to the sides and maybe move a little side to side like I'm doing if that feels good on your body. Notice what the hips feel like, what the sit bones feel like. Now keep the outer edges of your feet together. And you can grab the feet if that's what you'd like. However, I find that when I try to grab my feet, I start to round the spine a lot. So consider grabbing the ankles or the shins instead so you can really lengthen through the spine here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, start to take your chest really forward. Maybe you stay halfway down, or maybe you start to walk your hands forward. Eventually, maybe grab the feet and rest your head down. Just notice how you feel here. Sensations through the hips, the low back, the groins. And start to soften the body. Two more breaths. Last one. And as you inhale, start to slowly bring yourself back up. And start to slide your left leg under the right and stack your right leg on top. Now you may sit between the heels here if this is comfortable. If you find yourself here and you think that this is excruciating or your body just simply doesn't do that, that's totally fine. Take your underneath leg in front of you. You can do the exact same posture here. Now inhale, take your left arm up. And as you exhale, pat yourself in the back because you're doing an excellent job. And slide your other arm underneath. You can keep the arm toward the opposite hip, or you can slide it toward the center of the back. One's not better than the other. And you can either grab your fingertips if they happen to do that. Otherwise, just find your shirt. Or you can even use a scarf or a belt as well. Press the back of the head onto your arm and lift the chest high. Feel free to close the eyes here if that feels good. And breathe. Sense your body. Maybe you even notice your energy moving through the body. 2 more breaths here. Last one. And as you exhale, start to release your left hand down to the floor first. Soften your left elbow. Start to open through the right elbow or shoulder. And as you inhale, take your right arm all the way up and over toward the left side. Inhale, reach both arms all the way up. And exhale, take it to the other side. Relax the elbows and the shoulders and the gaze. Inhale, take both arms all the way up. Now as you exhale, take your hands to the left side. Lean into your hands. We're going to do a little bit of magic here, so be ready. And lift your bum and start to walk yourself toward the right, toward the back, toward the back, toward the back, all the way around. And potentially, you'll magically get to the other side. If that doesn't happen, that's okay. Simply switch sides. Good. Sit right between the heels or lengthen your bottom leg in front of you. Now, as you inhale, take your right arm up, pat yourself in the back, and take your other arm underneath, either toward the opposite hip or toward the center of the spine. And feel free to bind or grab your shirt. Breathe. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, jaw unclenched. And just take a few more breaths here. Last one, deep breath in and out. Start to release your bind or your shirt. Take your right hand down toward the floor, bend your elbow, lean into it. And as you inhale, scoop your left arm all the way up and over and relax the shoulders down. One more breath. Inhale, slowly come back up. And as you exhale, uncross the legs. Take your feet slightly in front of you, knees wide, and simply move your legs here from side to side. Kind of flushing out the sensation. Beautiful. Now slowly bring yourself onto your back. So simply slide onto your back, move any fancy props out of the way, and slowly bring your knees toward your chest. Take your hands to your kneecaps, and the fingertips are toward the toes. And start to take little circles here with your knees around the hips. You can either take the knees the same direction, or if you rather, you can take them opposite directions. One's not better than the other. Simply notice what feels best for you today, right now. And wherever circles you're doing, switch directions. One more breath. Pause at the center, give yourself a hug. Squeeze the knees into the chest and gently massage your spine from side to side. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Now as you inhale, stretch your legs up toward the sky, flex through your feet. You can stay here with your hands onto your legs. If shoulder stands is in your practice, feel completely free to take shoulder stands. Now consider, if you're like, well, I don't know what there is, then that's probably not for you today. So stay here. If you want to take shoulder stands, start to lift the hips, take your hands onto the low back. But again, I won't actually demonstrate it because I want you to do what's in your practice. Wherever you are, simply feel the energy from the feet down toward the body. Let the breath deepen and the body start to soften. One more breath, inhale. And as you exhale, if you're in shoulder stand, slowly bring the back down to the earth. And eventually find your knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Squeeze tight. Give yourself some well-deserved love, compassion, and kindness. Maybe a little bit more than you think you deserve. One more breath. Now start to open your arms wide. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, send both knees over to the left side just for a couple breaths. Ground into the right shoulder as much as possible. And maybe look over to the right side if that feels good. Take deep belly breaths here. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring both knees back to center. Give your spine a moment to neutralize. And exhale, take both knees over to the right side. Ground into the left shoulder. Maybe take your right hand over the knee to create some more sensation if that's what you're looking for. And gaze over toward the left side. Let the heartbeat start to go back to its normal rate. Your breath go back into its natural rhythm. And as you inhale, slowly bring your knees back to center. If you got dust all over you like I do, maybe take it off. And then eventually bring yourself into Shavasana. So stretch your legs out, turn your toes out to the sides, and you can either rest your hands on your belly, or maybe you take your arms wide to the side with the palms up. Just take a moment to readjust until you're as comfortable as you can possibly be. And consider what temperature you want to be in. So you can also use a blanket to make yourself a little warmer. And as you find stillness, truly commit yourself to stillness in the same way in which you committed to showing up, practicing, moving, and breathing. There's nothing left to do. Simply allow the practice to integrate in Shavasana. And if you know that your mind has a tendency to wander, consider that that's what the mind is made to do, to think. But the choice to listen is yours. So don't listen. Stay present. Let your body soften toward the ground. And allow the earth to come up to meet you and support you. If you have the time, I would highly encourage you to stay in Shavasana for about 5 more minutes to truly allow the practice to integrate, to give yourself sufficient time to let go and to create a clear separation between your practice and the rest of your day. However, if it is time for you to get moving again, take a moment to simply notice yourself in stillness. Notice what your breath is like. Notice the ground beneath you and the sky above you. Maybe you're lucky enough to feel the warm sunshine on your skin and listen to nature sounds around you. Start to connect to your environment once again. And slowly start to move your toes and your fingers. Maybe roll your wrists and your ankles if that feels good. And create any other gentle movement that feels supportive to you as you deepen your breath. Inhale, stretch both arms overhead. Give yourself a full body stretch. Feel free to yawn. And eventually plant both feet onto the floor. Bend the knees. And roll onto your favorite side. Use your bottom arm as a pillow. And just rest on your side in a fetal position just for a breath or two. Keep your eyes closed. And maybe take this time to consider something that you have learned or unlearned about yourself during this practice. And more importantly, consider what you'll do with it. And the next breath or two with your eyes still closed. Move slowly into a seated position that is comfortable for you. Feel free to rest your hands on your lap or your knees. Or if it resonates, take one hand to the heart and the other to the belly. Give yourself a moment to notice and to recognize the effects of the practice on your body, mind, and spirit. Let the breath be as it is. And let yourself be as you are. Because truth is, you actually are perfect as you are. Inhale, reach both arms overhead, unite the palms. And exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart as a gesture of humility and gratitude to yourself, to your body, to your practice, and to your magnificently beautiful life. Namaste. Thank you so very much for joining W.O.W Tampa, sponsored by T-Mobile. Thank you so very much to Mind Body Social and, of course, T-Mobile. It's actually my phone provider. I have had them since I moved to Tampa Bay, actually, and I wouldn't want it any other way. And also, I mean, the color is pretty cool, so that always helps. And obviously, if you enjoyed this class, please find me anywhere on social media. My handle is Laia Yoga. And of course, please register for some more events. There are amazing teachers. It is a fabulous initiative, and I've had a great time. So I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you very much.